they have a clear tank ban, but Onic have a very clear. Well, actually, then again, I can play a couple of.
Maybe Leomon or Aldius.
Yeah, Leomon or Aldius.
These two picks, it's going to be no, taking their mage first.
Team fighting mage, strong.
Kagura. So this is going to be a team fight call from
Your
BTR.
team is banning.
Onic, what do they want to ban? Let me see. I think Leomon will be a good ban here. Oh, Hellcurt.
Your team is banning.
I'm not sure if anyone plays Hellcurt on BTR though.
I mean, we've seen it once or twice during the group stages, but I haven't seen it so far. Hellcurt has been banned out or not picked most of the time. Wow, Leomon, so they want to prioritize one of the side lanes to actually get ahead. So I'm expecting Thalmus?
That's an Aldius.
Oh, Aldius. Good call.
They ban out the counter.
Your team is
I think they've
picking.
learned their lesson from the previous game. They want to say, "Hey, I don't mind if you have the Thalmus. You're not gonna make as big of an impact in these team fights." Oh boy, 100% win rate. Let's go, Tsuchikage.
I like this a lot.
This is so
Go on,
nasty.
lock
I mean, Minotaur is on the table.
Lock it in.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
what this means is that Onic Esports, they want to find a lot of stragglers with that Tigreal together with that Harley, right? Remember, yesterday we saw those Tigreal ultimates from Onic Esports. Really clutch. Just basically creating a zone that nobody can come through. And he can always push back any members that oversteps their boundaries.
And see, the better thing about Tigreal over the Minotaur is because from levels 1 to 3, he has clear CC. Very clear displacement abilities in comparison to Minotaur, who needs to wait till level 4.
Yi Shunshin,
But he doesn't have...
it has to be Yi Shunshin because Claude, he didn't really look comfortable on Claude at LY4, and Yi Shunshin does a really good job as well in the sense that the Mountain Shocker, which is the ultimate, also does really good in team fights.
Yeah, it does do well in
And
team
straight
fights,
away-
but they've got some really mobile...
Yeah.
Mobile heroes on the side of Onic Esports. I might not necessarily agree with this.
That's why you need the Kagura and the, maybe the Kaya to lock down somebody. But BTR this time around, picking 2 Retributions. No more stealing my lord.
You're not going to take my lord anymore. I mean, they've really adapted. I really
Onic-
like what they did.
Onic is Mr. Steal Your Lord.
Mr. Steal Your Lord. Yeah.
It's like, someone should put like the
guy with the fedora.
The fedora.
Mr. Steal Your Lord.
On the hedgehog logo. Mr. Steal Your Lord.
Oh man.
Alright.
Let's get into the game. This is what you've all been waiting for. Does the 2-0 sickness still persist?
Are you feeling a bit dizzy? Do you have symptoms of the 2-0 sickness?
I'm shaking, man.
You're
I'm
shaken?
shaking. I'm shook.
Those are the symptoms of the 2-0 sickness.
Oh boy. But wait, let's actually see how they're playing this out. It looks like they are considering... They know that Thane is... They know that Tigreal is on the battlefield, so they don't want to get cheesed out so early. Ooh, they chunk out Raikage quite a bit.
Yep. But looks like it's going to be a 1v1. Mizukage purposely did the lane swap so he can go mano in mano against Sana.
Oh, they're going to go straight for... But they have Grok, though.
Oh, but in on lane, I'm not
Oh
sure.
no, they stole it away. This is their trouble.
Hokage took the buff, and now KZP super low. They get first blood. Mr. V, he doesn't have his flicker anymore. He's doing what he can. Everyone is so low, and that's Hokage taking another one. This is a disaster for BTR. They lose 3 members in the opening minute.
Can we pull up the item list real quick? Let's double check battle spells. So only Harley has Retribution.
Yeah. No, you know why? Bigetron was really confident that they can use their Retribution to steal away the buff. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to do so.
And that's what's surprising to me. Even with double Retributions, Onic still persists. Mr. Steal your anything at this point.
It's changed. Mr. Steal your neutrals.
Mr. Steal your buff.
Ah, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, but
Mr. Steal your buff.
Oh, they're just not letting them play the game that they want to. And Bigetron, even though they had the right idea, it wasn't a wrong move there. If they had persisted and actually got the buff.
But looks like Onic should be in cruise control at the moment. They have all the rights to do whatever they want. Meanwhile, bottom lane, look at BTR.
Oh my
they are
goodness.
just getting hammered on again and again and again. Hokage, well, doesn't manage to get it. Raikage, unfortunately, the Guardian's Barrier a little bit wide into it. And now they want to go for Mr. V, but the knockup doesn't land. And Kazekage will be saying, it's okay, I'm just going to farm this wave up.
Yeah, Onic is going to have full control over this early game as it slowly transitions into the mid game. They should be looking to actually get a little bit more, but getting...
And they can't fight, KZP is not level 4. They need their ultimates.
Yeah, they really do need their ultimates
Well,
here.
look, this Mitsukage is so confident. Onic is taking every single objective in the map. There's another turtle going over to Onic Esports.
I mean, this is tough.
Yeah,
This is tough.
Honestly, if you are BTR now, you'll be feeling so much pressure. Oh, Sana getting dived on. I think he might be going down. There goes Mitsukage with the dive. Another kill, 6-0. Could this be a perfect game?
This might be a perfect game because Onic, I mean, with such a lead. Oh,
Mr.
brings
V.
back Mr. V.
Gets, at least he's not tanking the turret. Ultimate a little bit late there from Mitsukage.
Yeah, but he'll hold. He will hold the wave. He will once again defend this turret, make sure that nobody gets through.
Right now, she's just
Everybody's
trying.
rotating up.
Yep,
Wow.
Onic Raikage coming in, waiting for the charge. Oh my
Oh,
god!
what a play.
Three-man knockout coming through, but there's a great ultimate coming out from KZB to just reset the fight. Sing going for Hokage,
Oh.
but Hokage manages his space escape, and he's still staying alive. That's insane, but finally the Divine Judgment comes through. He should kill off that Harley Zone. No perfect game there from Onic, but they win the fight. A 3-for-1 exchange, sorry, a 2-for-1 exchange.
Onic is going to continue to accelerate even further. 4K, this is completely turned around 360 from game one. They are accelerating way too quick, and Bigetron have to stop the bleeding.
Yep. Now with 4 minutes in the next wave of minions, we'll have that siege minions, but it looks like that Onic doesn't even need it. They say, you know what, I don't need a siege minion to break your turret. I'm just gonna take it and rotate to the mid lane now.
Oh man, Bigetron. I mean, this definitely, you can definitely see a difference in their playstyle. They are just struggling to get anything at this point in time. That 30-minute game must have paid a huge toll on them.
Like the mental game is really, really tough whenever you lose a game like that, right?
Yeah.
Losing Lord so many times, and when you thought, you know, you're on the cusp of victory, and then you just get it stealed away or get stolen away. But now one more time, they're just diving over and over again. Onic got their diving goggles on, and the target is Sana.
The target is going to be Sana. They're going to contest for this.
Not sure who got the grab, but that doesn't matter. Now, the team fight going through, but Onic has the numbers advantage. Mr. V is there, and look at the Tigreal ultimate, just stacking both of them. BTR losing 2 more members in the process.
This is very much unlike BTR. They usually won't take these engagements, especially since they don't have priority on rotations as well as the numbers advantage on Onic Esports. Onic right now just showing that they have the mental fortitude, showing that they are extremely consistent no matter how long these games are.
Oh, Sana once again getting dived over and over again. The flicker comes through. He does manage to get 1 kill, but that doesn't really matter because he's not getting the stacks.
I mean, the 2-0 sickness is really getting to Bigetron at this point in time. All first items have already been bought up from the side of Onic.
5 minutes and Athena shield. That is not a cheap item for a tank.
That really is. I mean, Onic, they are just not giving any leeway to Bigetron Singapore.
Looks like the Indonesian ML is coming in hot and just holding it strong. Kazekage? Kazekage. So far, really far ahead. 2-0 and 2 already with the Endless Battle. Should be the Wind Talker coming through with those items as well.
Oh my goodness, this is just going to be tough. I mean, right now, Onic is playing a little bit slow because they have already broken all the
Sana.
tier 1. Oh no, Sana's
Every
going to get
time,
punished.
every single time we have our cameras on Sana, he's getting dived on, and Onic is just full on aggression. One more auto attack, and there it is. He just walks away, understands that he can do it now, and that's the Wind Talker getting completed. Kazekage gonna do so much more damage at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, long extended trades is not going to be favorable for Bigetron at this point. They just need to blow somebody up, get back out, and look to protect themselves, because they're going to be doing the exact same thing from game 1, where they're going to have to turtle and play from behind. But I mean, this is quite elite. 10k gold at 6 minutes from Onic Esports.
They're just gonna keep on going and going and going. Oh, a great output there from Shikage, but I think he's gonna go down here a little bit too overextended. KZP doesn't find the angle on that carry. The Mountain Sugar comes down, but here comes the kill. Maybe this is the bite back coming in, but Onic, they're still pretty far ahead. This guy is doing a lot of damage. Dalmus just going in for the fight. Sync is there. Look at the power of nature, just blows up the health bars of Sync, and they need to back out of this. This was a 2v5, and Onic came out on top.
At this point, if I was Grok, I'd be just be building damage. You just want to extend this lead. You've already got so much of it. Might as well go full damage at this point and then start off with 2 damage items and then start building into defensive because you are just so far ahead of the competition.
That's the last auto turret already down. The turtle as well. Kazekage making sure that they are on top of every single objective. No chance for Bigetron to come back like the last game.
Yeah, I mean, Bigetron, they can't split themselves up anymore. They don't have a choice. They have to stick together and look to hopefully make a pick here because Onic Esports are playing the map, but Bigetron might be able to trade off a couple of kills in return.
Right? Looks like Tigro playing bodyguard for now.
Oh no.
And they're saying, let's go for the fight. The knockout comes through. They catch 2. That's the members. The wild card comes in. Kazekage does get focused out. Oh no, he goes down. But the rest of the team is the expense. The only surviving member of Bigetron is Sana. And I don't think he can do much here.
No, he cannot. They're going to be breaking. 2 inhibitor turrets are going to go down. They can just end the game right off the bat here. Let's double check on those death timers.
I don't think they can end the game, but they can definitely take 2 inhibitors here. They only have 2 minions coming in. Sana, once again, getting focused out. The knockout from Tigro. Here comes the damage. He does flicker back into his own fountain, and they're just going to back off now.
I mean, they don't necessarily have to back off. They just need to play it slow, wait for somebody to whiff, and then look to just capitalize on them because they're just so far ahead. It doesn't really matter.
Oh my god. Oh, here comes the Divine Judgment onto Chicago, but Tigro is a little bit tanky. He does pop the ultimate. A great KZP ultimate from the Archive does go through. Now they just look at that. It's just poking, and poking.
Yep. They're just going to have to try and get whatever they can here.
I think they're going to back out.
Yeah,
from
they have to.
Yep,
try ultimates as well.
They do have members advantage on the side of BTR. Are they going to try and go for it? They're not going down at all. The Mountain Shocker comes through, and now the power of nature just decimated the health of BTR. KZB forced to just hide in that brush to just keep himself safe. Okage gonna pick his full blast off his combo onto ROI fall. No chance whatsoever. KZB gonna do what he can with that Hurricane Dance. He stuns him up a little bit longer, but that is just delayed inevitable, and that's a wipeout coming out from Onic. This should be game, Gideon.
This should be a game. The symptoms continue, and it really is a sickness. The 2-0 still persists as Onic takes the game.
Onic secures himself a slot in that grand finals, and they have not dropped again in this playoff just yet.
Oh my goodness, what a game this has been so far. Onic against Bigetron. That is truly a game to remember.
Yep. Now let's look at the end game stats really quickly to see how all this unfolded.
Oh my goodness, they're just so far
that
ahead.
Early game. It was the early game.
That early game really hurt them, and then the continuous punishment on Sana every single time. They kept just hammering him again and again and again. It's just so much punishment that one person... There's only so much punishment one person can take.
Sana couldn't play Mobile Legends.
Yeah, he was not having a fun time.
And 1-7-3, it's nothing to his own fault, right? He needed his teammate to kind of carry through to that early game. But Onic, because of that early lead they got from that invade that happened from BTR, they killed out 4 members and immediately, bam, they had a huge lead from there.
Yeah, and it's just after that, it's just taking up the objectives. Very textbook play so far, taking out the tier 1s, then the tier 2s, and once they found an opening, took inhibitors, and they were extremely confident. And you can see, with the lead that they were given, Mizukage basically survived for a whole minute amongst 4 people.
Let's look at the items of the players and see what they kind of build. I'm more interested in the same build coming out from Shikage.
Oh my goodness.
He goes for max magic resist, and then he slowly changes up everything.
And you can see that even Raikage gets 2 defensive items, realize, I'm so far ahead, I can just build damage.
I think that's a... I'm not sure what he's building there with those 2 axes. Blade of Despair, it's what that builds off. But I'm not sure if he's that...
I mean, he could.
Confident.
He's chunking people out naturally. He might as well finish them off.
All right, sub 10-minute game to end our upper bracket run. Let's look at the brackets as we have updated it. See, with that win